Australian animals. Now there's a topic that can get people talking, especially those from overseas. There's this amusing, somewhat bewildering perception among many foreigners that every creature in Australia is out to get you. You know, the old "everything in Australia wants to kill you" line. It's a bit of a chuckle for us Aussies, as we go about our daily lives, not exactly dodging death at every turn. Let's muse over this quirky stereotype and the reality of our unique fauna. First up, it's true, we do have some of the world's most venomous snakes slithering around, like the inland taipan. Then there are the spiders, the redback and the funnel web, which sound like they walk straight out of a horror movie. And who could forget the saltwater crocodile, an apex predator that certainly demands respect. But here's the thing, encounters with these deadly creatures are relatively rare. Most Australians go about their daily lives without so much as a sighting of these infamous critters. It's like we've got this reputation for living in a wildlife thriller, but the reality is more like a peaceful nature documentary. Take kangaroos, for instance. These iconic Aussie animals are more likely to be seen grazing peacefully in the bush or bounding across a field than engaging in any sort of deadly showdown. Sure, they're strong and can be unpredictable, but they're hardly the menacing beasts some might imagine. And what about koalas? These cuddly-looking marsupials are a symbol of Australia's unique wildlife. While they may look like the perfect plush toy, they're wild animals, of course, but hardly dangerous. In fact, they're more at risk from us, with habitat loss and disease posing significant threats to their populations. Then there's the quokka, famously known as the world's happiest animal thanks to its seemingly constant smile. Native to Western Australia, these little creatures have become a bit of a selfie sensation. Hardly the stuff of nightmares, right? But back to the deadly reputation. One reason for this perception might be the sheer uniqueness of Australian wildlife. Our animals are unlike those found anywhere else in the world. More than 80% of our mammals, reptiles and frogs are endemic to Australia, along with 90% of our fish and insects. With such a distinctive lineup, it's no wonder our wildlife has become the stuff of legend. The fear factor might also be amplified by the stories that make their way around the world. It's like telephone whispers. A snake in a backyard becomes a daily battle for survival in the telling and retelling. And let's be honest, it makes for a more thrilling story to talk about the dangers lurking in the Australian bush than the more commonplace reality of peaceful coexistence. What's often overlooked in these sensationalised tales are the efforts Australians make to live harmoniously with our native fauna. We've got snake catchers who safely relocate a wayward serpent and wildlife carers who nurse injured animals back to health. It's a relationship built on respect and an understanding of the delicate balance between humans and nature. In a way, this misconception about our deadly animals is a bit like a metaphor for Australia itself, a land that seems rugged and untamed from afar, but upon closer look is diverse, sophisticated and full of unexpected delights. It's a country where you can admire a kangaroo lounging in the sun, watch a koala dozing in a eucalyptus tree, or even snap a selfie with a quokka, all without fearing for your life. So, well, it's fun to play up the "everything wants to kill you" stereotype with friends from overseas. The truth is, living among Australia's unique wildlife is more about wonder than danger. It's a daily reminder of the extraordinary natural beauty of our country and the privilege we have in sharing our home with such remarkable creatures, except for drop bears.